What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to this week's episode of Annie's Adventures and Friends. I'm here at Star City Studio. As always, thank you so much to them. I've got a really fun episode for you. I'm super excited, so let me just dive in and introduce everybody, all right? Let's go on and do this. What's up, everybody? How you're all doing today? All right. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. All right, so over here from the left to the right, we got Meagan Otoole. She's a local author. Thank you for coming in. We have Ashton Kaleigh. Oh, I said it. Okay. Also a local artist. Amazing. And we have Jordan Taylor here in the center. And then over here to the right, we have Hugo and Francisco with Tacos 915. 915. That's it, right? My bad. Amazing show today. Amazing tacos. I need you guys to go try. They're brand spanking new. Not even a month old yet, right? 4 weeks. All right, 1 month old. You guys are gonna die. We have an amazing story, border story, that I guarantee 99% of y'all had never even heard. So I'm excited about that. And then we're also gonna get a sample of Jordan's music. So that way, if you guys are looking for anybody out there to entertain at your businesses, your bars, events, whatever it is, you can reach out to her. But without further ado, let's get started. How's it going? All right, so over here on the left we have Meagan, and on the right we have Ashton. So we're here today to talk about Carmelita Torres. Okay, so I recently was at the book show that Sheepdog had. Sheepdog, okay, yeah. Which was a super cool event.
Oh yeah,
period. I love their events.
Yeah,
and I love how they support locals as much as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Super cool.
Yeah, it was an astounding event.
It was great, but I saw you there, and I blew my mind because I was like, "What is this?" If you can't show us your book here, so just take it away. Tell me about Carmelita. Well, first off, introduce yourselves. How long have you been doing what you guys do? How did you guys meet? How did this come to be? How do we get the book? All the good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so I wrote it. Ashton illustrated it. It was made possible by an MCAD grant. I applied for an MCAD grant to make the book possible. They were already familiar with my work as a writer, so I was very fortunate. I got the grant, and I was very fortunate that Ashton had the time, and she did an incredible job
beautiful.
On these illustrations.
Yeah.
And actually, before that, a few years before this, I wrote and produced a 45-minute radio play that's on Spotify.
Radio play?
Yeah, radio play. That's more, it's on the same, it's about Carmelita Torres. So it's on the same history, but it's more like geared towards adults, more like a PG-13, more filled out, more, this is kind of compressed to kind of get the story across to the next generation, whereas the radio play delves more into the history.
Full detail.
And when I did that, also made possible by an MCRED grant, Ashton also did the album cover for that.
Very cool.
Yeah, so if you happen to see that on Spotify, that's also Ashton's work on the album cover.
And if you can, tell me, what is Carmelita about?
So in 1917, here in El Paso, Texas, she led a protest of 2,000 people on the Santa Fe Street Bridge because she lived in Juárez and she would come to El Paso every day to clean houses. And at the time, our federal government and our local government were forcing what they considered second-class Mexican citizens, women and children too, to undress at our border these dangerous chemicals that were bad for their health, on top of it being a violation of their privacy. Because the women especially did not want to get undressed in front of these strange male officers that they did not know. So on January 28th, 1917, she got off the trolley and she said, "I'm not doing that."
At 17.
At 17 years old. And she said, "The rest of the women on this trolley are not doing that." So at first there was a protest of 30 women, but then men joined in. So over a few hours, it was 200 men and women, and then at the end of the day, it was 2,000 men and women protesting this inhumane treatment because they did not want to have to forcefully be bathed, is what they were calling it.
That's insane. Literally insane. And you told me this brief story about her during the book show, and I was like, I said, you blew my mind. I was like, how have I never heard this story? How do we not hear about this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And so I had to have you come in here. So just kind of, if you, like, take it away. Talk about everything you'd like to explain to the community about what you guys do here.
Well, I found out about it in my 30s, and I grew up here. I went to elementary school, middle school, high school. I even took a history course at EPCC. Love EPCC, but that history course did not even teach me about this history. I had to just learn it through conversation around 2018, 2019. And I was like, what? That happened here? Like, why? There were so many opportunities to teach me my own history, and every single one was missed.
Yeah.
And so I felt robbed. And I felt like not only me, but my entire generation, generations before me were robbed. And it's that I realized it's not that our history teachers purposely kept us around. It was a generational erasure of her. It's because our history teachers were not taught her when we were little. So in 1917, it made huge news. And that's how we know about it, because of the archived articles. New York Times covered it, LA Times covered it. But it never made it into any of our history books. Still today, it's not taught in schools. And so that really lit a passion in me to want to make sure that she's not forgotten, because she's been erased and buried for 100 years. I'm trying to resurrect her memory so that it's not lost to the eons of history.
Well, the story is amazing, but to even learn that they were doing that to people on the border in general, you were saying what type of bathing or?
Yeah, so they called it bathhouses. The brick buildings that they built in order to do these things, they called them bathhouses, and they sometimes said, oh, like Mexicans need bathing. But that's not what was happening there. It was a way of softening or kind of gaslighting people on what was happening at the border, because they were not bathhouses.
What were they?
They were buildings of destruction of rights, of human rights, because bathhouses are places of leisure. That El Paso's elite did actually go to bathhouses where you sit and you enjoy like the steam and stuff like that. That's not what these were. These were where people were forcefully being lined up. Their belongings, all of their belongings, were also steamed in cyanogen gas. I may be saying that wrong, but they were steamed in this very potent chemical gas. So it was violence. Honestly, it was violence.
Well, and you told me something insane on top of that, because I was making the connection as how the treatment of in the Holocaust, and you actually told me that. Yeah,
they are connected. So these practices inspired Adolf Hitler, and it is a very shameful fact. But that is a matter of fact. He wrote in Mein Kampf that he praised El Paso for these acts in 1917 because our federal government had created like a kind of booklet, not being very tone deaf to the shameful acts that the federal government had committed. They still made this booklet that was like a kind of how to, like, look at what we did, look at how we disinfected and all these things that we put into action. And so Hitler got a hold of that booklet. And he read it, and he praised the United States for their immigration policies, i.e. the disinfecting and the forceful delousing.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that Adolf Hitler quoted or noted the El Paso.
Yeah.
Like, that's just like, what the hell?
I think that's why they don't want to talk about it. That's why we're not taught it, because it's shameful.
It's shameful.
And in El Paso, Tom Lee is very popular, and the one that we are like so obsessed with is really the artist, which is Tom Lee Jr. Tom Lee Sr. was the mayor, right, at the time?
So Junior was the mayor. The third is the artist.
Okay.
That's what makes it confusing. There are actually three, but the grandpa is inconsequential historically. Like, we don't know much about the grandpa. He didn't do much. But the son, which is Junior, was the mayor, and the third was the grandson, and he's the famous painter.
And I think that's why they don't want to really teach it that much here, because everyone loves the artist, and the father, the mayor, was not great. He's the one who implemented all this and really went against people's rights.
Yeah, even now, 100 years later, I have a lot of pushback still. Like, I was at an event a few weeks ago, and somebody shouted across from the room, "That's not true." My son went to Tom Lee Elementary, and it's because I was talking with somebody and I was telling him there's several things in town named after Tom Lee, parks and elementaries, and I would like to see streets and monuments and things named after Carmelita.
Me too.
Yeah, and so I was talking about how so maybe the parks can kind of get away with the fact that it doesn't, the parks don't say junior or the third, or they don't specify. It just says Tom Lee. So we kind of go off of, okay, well, it's honoring the painter, who the painter did not do these things, the father did. But the elementary is actually named Tom Lee Jr. And Tom Lee Jr. is the mayor who did these things or took part in these things. Yeah.
Wow. You just like blew my mind today. I learned even more than the like, little nugget that I was given at Old Sheepdog.
Yeah, it blew my mind too, because I think I grew up thinking that these kinds of things happen in the Deep South, like maybe
Somewhere
Alabama,
else.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Like I had known that the Deep South glorified people that shouldn't be glorified, i.e., the Confederate leaders and stuff. I knew that kind of thing happened there. I didn't realize it was happening in my own town, in my own in the Southwest. You know what I mean? You don't think about the Southwest as being a place that upholds these people that shouldn't be upheld, but it's true. I think it's true. It kind of opened my eyes. It's true throughout the United States, period.
Sure, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for bringing that story to life for everybody. Did you guys know about that? Honestly, you guys had.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, I didn't. I never heard it. You didn't know, Jordan? Yeah, because I saw you shaking. You're like, yeah.
It's a crazy piece of history.
It's insane, insane.
I didn't know about it either until she brought me on for the cover. And t-shirt design.
Well, and I've seen you at different events and everything, and I always saw the Carmelita, but I never like stopped to ask about it, and I kicked myself in the butt. Not, you know what I mean? Like that's on me. And that's on everybody else who just walks by and doesn't know, and we don't know what we're missing. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys see any of these lovely ladies out and about, because you guys are at local events all the time, stop, ask questions, learn about it, grab a copy. Do you still have that online play or the?
Yeah, it's on Spotify or because it's kind of hard to find it because you have to put the accent and the A for no mas to like find it. Like I just looked this morning, if you're on the desktop and you look under podcasts, No Mas is the first one. But if that's difficult, I also have a website, nomasep.com, no accent, just all.
And can you send me the link to and I'll add it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, and we produced it in English and Spanish.
Perfect. Beautiful.
And the book is bilingual too. So
Yes. Show me some of the designs we have here.
cool. So
And the book contains the story of the.
it's like a very short.
A children's version of it.
It just gives
Yeah,
you
I
an idea.
condensed the history. The 45-minute radio play goes through like
The whole.
minute through minute of what happened. This is more condensed, trying to communicate that not just what happened, but communicate that El Paso and Juarez were once one. Yes, they were always different cities, but they were once very much connected, and they were sister cities. And before Tom Lee became mayor, and before these bathhouses were built, people could walk across the border freely. You didn't have to show ID. You didn't have to ask certain questions. You certainly didn't have to be strip searched or strip naked. All of those things started to happen after Tom Lee became mayor and the federal government gave federal funding for these bathhouses. Basically,
Federal funding.
Yeah, federal funding is what built these bathhouses.
And I'm not surprised. Welcome to America. Jeez. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wow, that's beautiful.
Beautiful.
What a piece of history to teach your own kids. They're trying to they're banning books, they're doing this and that, and taking history out of school. History that we hear a lot of history, which they're even saying doesn't exist nowadays, but we never hear history about our culture.
Yeah.
Never. Ever.
That's why I was so upset, because I was like, why do I not know my own history
in
my
our own
backyard?
backyard. Yeah, insane.
Yeah.
So how do we find you guys?
Well, I have a website if you want to check out the book or the e-version, carmelitatorres.com, or on a social media. That Instagram is Carmelita Torres Book, at Carmelita Torres Book. But of course, Ashton has other.
Yeah, I
websites.
have a website, ashtonkaleigh.com. I'm also on Instagram at Ashton_Kaleigh. But I'm all over the internet, Patreon, YouTube, Facebook. Yeah.
Everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And also, Ashton's also available for commission work. So if you guys have anything you guys are looking for personalized, reach out to her for that as well.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we want to mention that we haven't covered yet on Carmelita?
For that, I'm not sure. We do try to promote it wherever we can. We've spoken at Region 19 when we had that conference. Any pop-up stuff, we sell it at various locations. My studio downtown, I have copies for sale there.
Perfect.
Like to talk about it as much as we can. So.
Yeah, and reach out to these girls. They can on their pages. You'll be able to see the stores that they sell them out, so you can go there as well, or purchase directly from them when they're out and about at these events. Real quick, what type of marketing do you guys do for your all's own businesses, and do you have any tips or advice for artists, writers, business owners?
I'm gonna let Ashton take
the lead on that.
Yeah.
So I dabble in everything, a lot of social, but I found like the best thing is really to be out in the community, talk to people, especially with something like this that is so interesting and relevant to our area and everyone in it. But even in today's climate with so many atrocities happening and people not speaking out against it, she brought this up years ago, but it feels like it's even more relevant as time goes on.
In a very scary way, it becomes a little more relevant every day in a bad way.
So marketing for this in particular is not that hard. It's just talking to the community and getting out there as much as possible.
Yeah.
Perfect. Do you guys have any tips or advice? Just that, get out there, right?
Yeah.
Network, go to the functions,
Participate.
be seen.
Not just talk about your own thing, but find out this is easy to find relevant areas and get involved in the community. I think that works across anything though. Like find and know your audience is huge.
100%. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Is there anything you guys are asking from the community?
For this,
anything?
Spread the word.
Yeah, spread the word. Just to let you guys know, also it's available in El Paso libraries, so please check it out as much as possible. Yeah.
Look at you, you little badass. Good for you.
And I really do mean check it out as much as possible, because I just learned the other day that if books don't get checked out and they're not like frequently in circulation, they take them out of circulation. So
check them out.
Like literally checking the book out really does help keep her story alive.
100%. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Absolutely. I appreciate you. All right. What's up, Jordan?
Hi.
What's up, pretty lady? All right. Thank you so much for coming in today. We ran into each other again recently at World Boba. I freaking love those guys. I love that place. Their food's amazing. So is their drinks.
They're wonderful. Yeah.
They're awesome people, right? So cool. But I was lucky enough to see you. They were having a really cool event. March is National Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month.
Yes.
I hope I said that right.
Yes.
So that was the event that we were at, and we got to reconnect, and I finally was able to get you in here. So thanks so much for coming. I want to know everything about you. I want to know how long have you been, everything, tell me from the start. How long have you been singing? Do you write your own music? Where can we go see you? How do we book you? What are you looking for, asking for, needing, whatever it is? I want to know everything.
Gosh, so it all started. My name's Ashton Kaleigh. I've been singing since I was a little girl. I got my first experience performing in front of a crowd of people in like pre-K. We did like a little Thanksgiving event, and then my first solo act was in elementary school. Like my first like solo in a group. I was Mother Goose, and it was just super cute. It was like what is like the not lullabies, like childhood like fairy tales, nursery rhymes. Yes. And from there, I mean, I started choir, and I did choir throughout my entire academic career. I do write my own music. I like to dabble in all sorts of different genres. I think I've stuck with a lot of R&B, indie, bedroom pop, but I like to cover just about anything, anything that I feel confident in.
Sure. Whatever you're comfortable with, right?
Yes. I'm like so many questions, so many answers.
I know. I'm sorry. What was the 100 things you said? Where can we go and see you perform? Do you have anything coming up?
I do. So I'm usually at 1922 every Friday.
Oh, cool.
This month I will definitely be there the remaining Fridays. Next month I'll be there Thursdays and Fridays. I'm everywhere. I try to post my shows as much as I can. I have a website, it's jordantaylormusic.com, and on there I update it monthly. So you'll be able to find all my show dates on the homepage. I just started posting them like as physical posts on my Instagram.
Cool.
That's Jordan 2 N's, Taylor 2 A's. Gosh.
I know.
You get
right?
like everywhere. Like I'll be at performing. I'll be at markets, local bars. Started performing at the Plaza.
What?
So started
Watch
performing at the
out.
Plaza. I'll be at La Perla on the 22nd.
Look at you.
If anyone's interested in showing up, grabbing a little bite to eat, hanging out. Let's see.
And you perform all your own music?
I do perform my music sometimes. I usually perform it with a band that I work with.
Okay.
I work with 3 different bands. I work with a jazz band, a rock band, and then my own band. Gosh. My
You're
own
a busy girl.
I try to stay busy. I really do try to stay busy as much as possible. I became my own business last year in March.
A year ago.
Yes.
Congrats.
A whole year. Oh my God, a whole year. So I started my business, Jordan Taylor Music Entertainment. That's what I do. It's what I do for a living. I was able to quit my job last year as
Really?
well.
Congratulations, dude. That's a big deal. That's awesome.
It's a big deal, and it was scary at the same time.
100%.
But really exciting.
And worth it, I'm sure.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
It's a stress that's worth it.
Sure, right? I hear you.
And, yeah.
So how do people find your music?
On any streaming service. I'm on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Deezer. I've never used Deezer
What
before,
is
but
that?
it's on Deezer. There's anywhere you can find
It's
music.
everywhere. Okay.
YouTube music. Yeah.
And so how do people reach you if they would like to book you to perform at their events or their
You
parties,
can
whatever?
DM me on Instagram. You can also, so you can DM me on Instagram. My email's also all linked to my Instagram under like the contact section. And there's also on my website, there is a booking page, and you can put in all your information, like the date that your event is, so I can check my schedule, make sure it's open for you that day, as well as like input details about your event, what you're looking for, if it's themed, all that good stuff.
Oh, cool. Awesome. And I wanted to ask, so with writing your own songs, like how do you do that? Like what motivates you? Like I guess it's just life, right? It's just
Honestly, yes. I take a lot of inspiration from nature, from life, from personal experiences, from reading. I'm a reader and a writer. So I started writing poetry and short stories. And the first project I did, I helped write. And it was like dipping my toes in the water. And the guy that was my engineer at the time, Leo, he was like, he's like, you're a writer, just write your own music. It's basically poetry. And I mean, I've heard that forever in movies from other musicians, and they're like, just try it. And so I went home, and my first experience writing, I had taken like a little, I don't know if it was a one-liner or like a mini poem that I'd written, and I found a YouTube beat that kind of reflected the vibe that I had written out of, and I turned it into a song, and I finished it within like 3 hours, from like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m.
Wow.
And that was my first time writing, and since then my writing process has more or less been either taking from experience or taking something I've written and transforming it into a song. If I feel like it's more, sometimes I don't know if you've seen this maybe in your own writing, like I don't know if you do poetry or just short stories, but sometimes things sound better like a spoken word, or you can hear like a melody when you're speaking it out loud. And some just sound better as spoken words, some sound great with a melody, in my own opinion. So I'll take from that and build off of it, and I mean that's the
your
writing process. It kind of varies.
Yeah,
it's fun.
And so do you do like open mics and things like that as well?
When I was in college, I used to do the Pizza Joint open mics every Wednesday, and time passed, and I had to go get a big girl job, and I wasn't able to go as often. And I really want to go to more open mics, especially like BWOMs.
Yeah, they're the best.
BWOMs is great
For like,
go out to BWOMs. But I really do want to like find even more. Like I know Wind Down in Socorro does open mics. So BWOMs, Wind Down. There was another one that I had just seen that also started up.
Oh, cool.
With an open mic.
Good.
But it might have been B1's different location.
Sure, right? Yeah, they're everywhere, man. They're everywhere, and they
but
do
I really
so
want
much.
to do more.
Yeah, get out there more, right? So what type of marketing do you do, and do you have any tips or advice for artists out there?
Oh gosh. So I personally struggle a lot with marketing. I want to remain as human as possible. I don't want to seem really robotic or that I'm just like continuously pushing art by itself. Like I want it to reflect me. I want to still be seen as a person. And I it's hard because sometimes it feels a little bit cringy. I have to make this content, and then TikTok came out and everyone was like, oh, you got to start making TikToks and you got to start doing this, and it feels like it's one thing after the other. But I guess my one piece of advice is that like to do as much as you can, but in what's comfortable.
Yeah,
so
stay in your lane.
Yes, don't feel pressured to do more than you can like handle. Because I mean, you'll get to that point. Like there's people that post every single day and I'm like, I haven't posted in 3 days and I feel like I'm behind sometimes. And so sometimes like even if it's taking a break from social media, if you need that, take it, but don't suck your personality out of your marketing. I think that's a huge part of marketing, to make it as relatable and as human as possible. Whether you're like a writer, an artist, a musician, anything that you do, just to make it real.
Authentic.
And I think that's my best piece of advice.
I love it. I love it. Be you.
Be you.
Awesome. So, do we cover everything? You're going to give us a little taste at the end, so that way everybody knows how gorgeous your voice is and to reach out to you, to contact you, to book you. But for now, do you think we covered everything? Is there anything I missed?
I don't think so, but real quick, I do have two things. I recently joined an all female identifying women's collective sort of thing for musicians, artists looking to find community, because we were discussing it, and that the musician aspect of El Paso, it's heavily male, which is not a bad thing, but women need to also come out and show what they've got, and like we want to showcase that as much as possible.
I love it.
Larissa, she actually works here.
Yeah, I've had her on before. She did with the way we're gonna record. Like,
awesome.
She's great.
Lottie is an awesome artist as well. So if there's any girly pops watching this, then please like hit up Lottie, hit up myself, and I can send you the information.
Excellent.
We can add you to the group chat. The second thing is Caspi. I don't know if you've met Caspi before, and they're the Center Against Sexual and Family Violence, and they're a nonprofit organization here in El Paso, fighting against that, bringing awareness. And they have an event on the 23rd, I think, and it is at Falstaff.
Oh, I love them.
Yes, it's going to be at Falstaff. So please come out. I'm going to be there, as well as the Pie Sisters are going to be there.
Great.
So it'll be a lot of fun, and bring awareness to something.
Bring some support, right? I love it. Tag me in everything, please, so I can help share it. Same with you guys. Whatever you guys have going on, whenever your shows are, tag me so I can share it as well. Thank you so much, Jordan. And like I mentioned, stay tuned till the end, because Jordan's going to sing us out. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. What's up, fellas? How's it going? Thank you guys so much for joining today. Man, there's a green drum behind you. It just made me think of your all's taco spot, because green is like one of your all's colors, yeah? So we have here Hugo and Francisco. Thank you guys for coming today. You guys have a bomb new taco spot that just opened on Yandel, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right by it. What is it? Uptown, downtown? I don't know what they're calling that area now, but it's near downtown. And I was leaving work and I drove past. No, we actually spoke, and so I went in. first off, it's the coolest looking spot outside. It's super cool. You guys work with Dream Monster, which is like, ugh, I love him so much. Right? Yeah. Amazing. And then you guys have amazing food. You guys have a super small menu, but it's gold. So I'm gonna let you guys take it away. We got tacos 915. Okay, cool. So take it away, fellas.
Perfect. Well, I'm Francisco or Paco from Tacos 915.
And I'm Hugo, or Hugo, from Tacos 915. And yes, we just opened a few weeks ago. We are located on 1913 East Jandil, in central area, I guess.
Yeah, right? Central downtown, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we practice every day. Whenever someone comes, we walk them through our menu. So we wanna
Walk us through the menu,
walk you
fellas.
through our menu. Yes.
What do we have here? All right. Walk us through.
Yes. So it's really simple. Either tacos, burritos, or montados.
What's a montados?
A montado, it's a dish from Chihuahua, so North Mexico.
Okay, that's what I had. Oh my God, it was
Yeah.
amazing.
Montados are great. It's like a gringa
Yeah.
with beans and the beef of
Dude,
your
the
choice.
beans are even so good. Like the tortillas, forget about it. The ingredients are awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
So the
gonna stop
burritos,
cutting you off.
Everyone knows the burritos.
Okay.
We have asada, barbacoa, and prensado. A little parenthesis here. So the talent on the kitchen is Hugo. That's his strength. Yeah, like he
Throws
he
down.
won't talk about it. Yes.
Yeah.
He won't talk about it. And well, close parenthesis. For the tacos, we have asada, barbacoa, chicharrón prensado,
Yeah.
and chicharrón norteño.
I've never heard of those last two before. You hear chicharrón, but you don't hear like prensado and norteño.
Prensado translates to pressed.
Okay.
So it's a process on the pork.
Okay.
So these two chicharrones are pork and beef. It's super good.
Yeah, you
just
can't
need
go
to
wrong
come
with
and
that.
try it.
Yeah.
Yes. You can do either corn or flour. We have, so the taco norteño, I think it's a new taco.
In the area?
Yeah, the taco chicharrón norteño.
Yes, I mean, there's a taqueria in Mexico that sells chicharrón and other kind of chicharrón, and it's very common in Mexico to go to the tortilleria and buy some tortillas and some chicharrón. So
Yeah.
everybody knows the taco of chicharrón, but nobody sells it. So that's what, because our menu in our place, the main idea is to be a very kind of typical taqueria in Mexico. I mean, not with a charro sombrero and that kind of stuff. I mean, we try to have like authentic things, not authentic and Mexican food. You know, like real authentic. So that's why our menu is super simple with ingredients with high quality. And there are dishes that are super common in Mexico, but I mean that's why our menu is super simple, to keep the high quality
Sure.
in everything.
Yeah, I mean the tortillas you guys even bring from Juárez, no? Or
Yeah,
flour
the
tortilla.
flour tortillas.
Yeah.
And yeah,
because it's like a specific tortilla too. It's so
Yes,
good.
the flour tortilla is a Sonora style tortilla that
so
is
good.
more tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the corn tortilla is just corn tortilla.
Yeah. Well, and I even got got to try the montado when I was there, and then I got to try which was amazing. And then I tried. It's like, I don't know if it's on here yet. To me, I call it a secret menu, or what is it?
Secret
the
menu
secret
item.
Yes, the dessert.
We printed it here
Ow!
on this side of
Look
the
at that.
menu.
Okay.
So it's a sweet taco.
Sweet
that
tacos.
Annie tried and she was blown away.
Yes, it was so good.
Yeah, I think with most of the recipes and with that taco recipe, we hit a spot in the
It's different. You're not gonna find it anywhere else in El Paso.
and it's not
period.
only the Latinos or Hispanics, it's everyone.
Everybody.
Like
Yeah.
connecting with what you were telling, that El Paso used to be El Paso and Juárez used to be one. I think, I don't know, I grew up in North Mexico, but in Chihuahua, so that's 4 hours south. And then coming here is like you see a lot more diversity, like Mexicans interacting with all types of ethnicities, and it's really nice border. Like this space, it's really nice that we share
the community.
Whatever we do, the community is super nice. And with most of these dishes, we've seen people of any background come and enjoy it as if it was, I don't know, like a home dish. You know?
Sure, yeah.
Especially the sweet taco. It's
so good. I never had heard of ate.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's just like is it guayaba or is it like?
It's guava or another fruit called membrillo.
I don't know what's the translation. It's like a kind of jelly, but not jelly.
Yeah, like a
candy.
Yeah,
taste.
all those things with cheese. Well, it makes it even better. I know, like who's gonna put sweet with cheese?
Like,
like,
is it melted in the taco? I've never had
it's
it.
warm.
Oh, I never had it warm like that.
It's
Well,
do
you
it,
can maybe
guys.
try in a wine tasting or something. It's very common with cheese and then with
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I've had it at my house before, and I cut it up into little pieces with cheese, and I just eat it like that.
That combination is really good. Then with the tortilla,
And
you get
warm?
another.
Yeah, so I never had it warm. That sounds
it,
amazing.
girl.
Yeah,
Do
you guys found it.
Well, first, don't do it at home. Go to
Go over
Tacos
there.
Nueve
Yeah,
Quince to do it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And the sauces, like it's hard to find hot salsa. Y'all got some good spicy salsa. You got the regular salsa for everybody, but you got that spicy salsa too.
Yeah, we have the green sauce, dry chili sauce, and an habanero with the habanero
so
sauce.
good.
Yes,
You
very
have to
spicy.
do it.
Yes. And they have a hit with a little sweetness, so it's very good.
Everything is delicious. You guys make everything in house from scratch. You guys even have an hour of the day. Dining inside, outside. Your hours, you're working on them. They just open, guys, so forgive them. They're not open late because I'm telling you, I crave you guys at night, like late night eating. I want to go eat a taco at like 12 o'clock at night. This would be bomb. Just saying. We'll get there, right, fellas?
We're considering going longer hours.
But you just opened, and so you're testing it out and everything. You're doing it the right way.
Yeah,
you are.
We're trying to target offices and businesses around the area.
Yeah, because where
The school. Do you guys cater?
School, we cater, yes, of course. We can do a taquiza to your house. 50 people. 100.
Do it. Hire these guys, and you can even partner. We're gonna do a little plug too for Chile Kill.
Yes.
That's your
Nice.
sister business, yes?
Yes.
So tell me, let's plug that in, because I've not had the pleasure of trying it yet. I want to, but I've got to share yours whenever you're at events or wherever you're posted up.
Oh, yes.
Tell us a little bit about that too, real quick.
Of course. Prior to creating this brand with Hugo, I've been working on Chilabox. It's a downtown spot. We just do chilaquiles there. So Hugo coming with me and telling me, hey, let's do something.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, of course. Like this.
You're ready?
Yes. Like I'm gonna start throwing the suggestions.
Yeah.
If you're trying to do food business, it's super fun. Do it. Just put all your passion there, and also a big taboo like, oh, partnerships are hard. Yeah, but
With the right people.
yeah, exactly. Like choose your partners, but go for it. So this is my second time doing it, and it's super enjoyable.
Yeah.
We try to modernize the things that already exist, but trying to do it
In a cool way.
In a cool and the best way. Now I can say, if you want chilaquiles, swing by to Chilabox, or if you want tacos, swing by to.
Bam! We got you covered. And you're like maybe less than 10 minutes from each other. Yeah, it's like 5-minute drive or something.
Yeah.
Go eat both the same day. Go to a park. You know, we have those.
Yeah, we're thinking like how we do like a collab there. Some ideas we got.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Tag me and everything, guys. I'm a big fan. You guys already know that. And also, I want you guys to get on Open Rewards. I don't know if I've told you about it already.
Open Rewards?
Because I messaged them about you, trying to get you guys on there. But it's an app, and it's basically partnered with Buy El Paso, who only promotes local El Paso businesses.
Okay.
And whenever they go and shop at local establishments or restaurants that are on this app, we get 5% back on a receipt. So we earn
El
money.
Pasoans?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So, and it's free to businesses to sign up.
Nice.
So
What's the name of-
open rewards, and then message me and I'll
Open
send you them.
Rewards.
But yeah, you guys have to be on it.
Open Rewards.
Yes, right.
I don't know editing.
But so I need you guys to go check them out. You're gonna have an amazing meal. Again, you guys are even. Is it? It's not. I always confuse them. Fanta and the Jarritos. Jarritos. Yeah.
Shout out to Jarritos and Mineragua.
Yeah. I'm not that cool. I don't know how to do that stuff. Yeah, but it's tied in and with your all's business and the colors, and it has that cool vibe.
Yes.
Yeah. You
That's
guys even
something
have.
really fun. Like yesterday, Jarritos posted us like officially on their page.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, click here and you will see.
That's so cool. I'm gonna have you edit my videos.
And we were like, dude, something really simple came to something really like real.
And you just tag them, right? And you kind of force them to see you. If unless you already had that partnership, like I always tell businesses, if you want people to see you, just tag them every time. You know, like eventually they'll see it.
And it goes a little deeper when we were like the branding, when we were creating the branding, we were like, okay, of course you need to look around and find inspiration. And we were like, okay, there's enough, like
there's enough red and white taquerias of it.
Yeah.
So. And they're beautiful. But also a chef that we follow on a podcast, he said, there's enough taco places in El Paso.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there's always room for one more.
Yeah.
And everything. But we're like,
You're just gonna stand out different.
and we said like, okay, what's typical, like the Coca-Cola, and what other options do we have? Like Jarritos, and Jarritos is kind of local. Well, the headquarters are here downtown. So we were like, let's do Jarritos inspired.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be easier to get Jarritos fridge or.
Sure. Partnership, yeah.
And they give away stuff like other brands.
I didn't know that.
Yes, like for your, it's marketing for them.
Merchandise,
It's
yeah.
Yeah, the merchandise.
But it helps you too.
But you guys even have a pair of like shoes in there now.
Oh yeah, that's an investment.
Yeah. I like it.
There's a collab with Nike and Jarritos.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yes.
There you gotta go. You gotta go to see them.
Jarritos shoes.
Yes.
Nike skateboard and Jarritos.
Nike's.
guys have them in the
No,
store?
it's Nike's Jarritos Taco 915.
We bought them before the grand opening on Saturday. We were like, okay, it's time. This is like, Jarritos is really brandable and colorful and delicious, as he said in the video. I like that phrase. And surprised that Jarritos, there's a guy, Mineragua, the brand. So there's a guy here named Elliot, and he's the
cool.
marketing for Mineragua.
Okay.
But he's super
Everywhere.
He
creative.
was helping us a lot.
Oh, that's
He's super
awesome.
creative and smart, and he's like
It's a cool plate. Like the inside of it is awesome. It's super simple, but it's cool. You know what I mean? It's honestly not like any other taco place I've ever been to in El Paso.
it
Period.
turned out really
And you
nice.
guys have menu items that you won't find anywhere else in El Paso. I love you guys. I highly encourage you guys, go check them out ASAP. Tell them I sent you. And how do they find you? How do they follow you?
On Instagram we are Tacos 915, Tacos 915.
like this, like tacos 9 with letters and 15,
Yeah.
the number.
Are you guys on Facebook?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Facebook, Instagram,
Facebook, Instagram.
and then your address.
1913 East Jamdale.
Okay. And then, is there anything you guys are asking from the community?
from the community.
Just come eat the tacos, yeah.
Yeah, like
We're local.
swing by if possible.
Support
We're
local,
gonna do
yeah,
our
100%.
Yeah.
I like that. We're gonna do our best for you guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, that's all we can ask for, guys. Amazing food, and that's where you're gonna get it. So real quick, what type of marketing do you do, and do you have any tips or advice for business owners out there?
We got good one, so
We're doing Instagram and Hugo and me posting like
Social media,
trying to post
daily your stories,
like
everything.
what she was saying, like
Keeping up with it. It's full-time job, but it's
full-time
necessary.
job. But since we're opening 8 a.m. and tacos, people are not used to do tacos very early, so we have time to do that. So we got up early already, and we are already in the shop doing things like cleaning or recording a video. We bring new agua fresca flavor, so
Oh, cool.
like people like, oh, I like
Keep it fresh, yeah.
cocoa, yeah, keep it fresh. But yeah, daily posting can be hard sometimes, but like I would recommend to local businesses is what they do, and she does like be at local events, host events, because people are trying to do different things just other than just go to the movies or
Sure.
concert. Like people go to the events if you do them with enough time and a little effort. Collaborate, like
Yeah.
literally that word opens a lot of doors. Like, hey, let's collaborate. Or maybe there's a fee sometimes, and you can say no, it's out of my budget, or you can get a surprise like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But events is
a good one.
it's a good marketing that
Strategy, yeah.
like brings the community
To you?
together.
Yeah,
something
100%.
that we are just starting is talking about different things. We are introducing a new guisado every Tuesday. This week special is mole. Next one will be cochinita pibil.
Wow.
And
Fancy.
yes.
Well, if you guys ever need a guinea
So if
pig,
you don't
you
show
call
up-
me. That's so cool. Awesome, guys. Did we cover everything?
yes.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you wanted to mention?
You asked for an advice.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, the best advice that I can give you is to follow your passion and do what you want, because sometimes you follow you are doing not what you like and following other stuff, and probably when you are there, you never know what is good for you, so try to make your day-to-day like special, or do what you want, because I don't know, life is too short to do things that you don't like to do.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes,
Right? Enjoy what you're doing. And if you're not, it's not too late to change.
exactly.
I love
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool. Thank you guys so
Yes.
much. I appreciate you guys.
you.
I never get claps. This is so cute. All right, El Paso.
Now we're gonna interview you.
Oh no. Nobody cares. I'm like, whatever. Just that head that's always in the pictures. Okay, guys. Go support these local establishments, artists, writers, stories. There's so much awesomeness here on the Borderland, and I just want you guys to go and experience it all. Don't forget, I do work at a marketing agency, Leo Marketing, Leo Marketing. We are local, we are central, we understand the market, and we are not on manana time. So if you guys are ready to take your marketing to the next level, reach out to me. We do specialize in restaurants. Video production is huge for us. We have the largest video studio and video rental equipment company within Leo Marketing. So I'd love to help you with that, whether you're wanting to rent something or have a crew come out and help you with your video production, we can do that. If you guys need help with TV, radio, billboard, print, online streaming, I can help you negotiate and broker those deals. It does not cost you anything to use me to do that. I'm here for you. We can also help you with social media, video production, graphic design, photography, SEO, SEM, community outreach, events, PR, everything and anything under one roof, we got you. If you need help with social media influencers, I can help you with that as well. That's what I'm here for, guys, to help spread the word. Just message me and we'll set something up. Tag me and I'll share it to my stories, but I'm here to help, okay? Thank you guys so much for always, just supporting and watching and going local as much as possible. Please give my YouTube a subscribe because I'm trying to reach a goal of 1,000. We're just over 800. Oh, finally, thank you guys so much. But help me reach my goal. We can go live, do cooler stuff with that. Also, sponsor shout out. Thank you so much to Star City Studios for always allowing me a beautiful space to do my show. Thank you so much to El Paso Family Dental. If you guys need aligners, if you need any kind of dentistry work, please reach out to them. They're gonna help you out more than you ever know. The team is amazing. The work is beautiful. Like, they do life-changing work there, truly. I just had my cleaning there. I don't care who you are, what you do, you're never gonna get your teeth as clean as they can. And take it from me, who's tried everything. I kick myself. It's like a game. Like, oh, not today, buddy. No, every freaking time. I just can't do it like they can. And if that's me, that's going to be a lot of you too. So just do that. Keep up with your checkups. Also, don't wait. Filling, they asked me to fill, or a tooth they needed me to fill for like almost a year now. They've been asking me. And now it's a correct tooth. I did that to myself. So learn from my mistakes. Don't be that person. Make those dentist appointments for you and your family and tell them I sent you. Also, Rampage Strength. Go check them out. If you guys are interested in a new gym, they're 24/7. They're here in Central El Paso. I use the trainer Ethan. He is amazing. He helps keep me motivated and accountable. He makes sure I'm there working out at least 3 times a week with him. I really encourage you guys to do that for yourselves. It's important that we stay healthy. Also, if you guys are interested in working out your 4-legged pups, your pets, yeah, them. They have a doggy treadmill now, and they'll even come out to you. So check that out. Check out my posts, all that cool stuff. Flowerland, we got an estate sale. There's always stuff to follow. Go to Annie's Adventures EP on Instagram, Annie's Adventures on Facebook, Annie's Adventures EP on YouTube, Annie's Adventures EP on TikTok. I'm freaking everywhere. So thank you again. Thanks for going local, and I'll see you later. All right, bye guys. All right, and as promised, Jordan Taylor is going to take us out. Thank you so much for showing up and then giving us a sample of what to expect at your events and when people can book you.
Of course, thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having all of us.
Absolutely.
It was an absolute pleasure to be here.
You're doll. So what are you going to sing for us?
I figured I would do, I just put out a song, well, not just put out a song. I put out a song last November. And I'm going to be putting out its music video in April.
All right.
So I'd love to share that with you guys.
Excellent. What's the name?
This one is called Maid.
Awesome.
I could be an angel, I could be a baby girl, if you would love me. If only you will love me, will love me. Chilling at the dawn, with my shoulder to lean on. Chilling at the dawn, with my shoulder to lean on. Yeah. And boy, you got me questioning why I wrote a sad love song. Boy, you got me questioning where did I go wrong. Yesterday is so easy, it must have been crazy. His arms around my waist and ooh, I never felt so safe. I didn't know what I'd get myself into, but I let me better when I'm with you. With you, yeah. And boy, you got me questioning what's been for so long. Boy, you got me crying now. You are my love song. I could be your angel, I could be your baby girl, if you will love me. If only you will love me, will love me. Chilling at the dawn, with my shoulder to lean on. Chilling at the dawn, with my shoulder to lean on. Yeah. Boy, it's something I bet you makes me wanna say, would you mind if I stay? Yeah, so you staring from across the room. Ooh, boy, I can't get over you. Will love me. If only you will love me, will love me. Chilling at the dawn, you're my shoulder to lean on. Chilling at the dawn, you're my shoulder to lean on. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Ooh. Mm.
Check her out, follow her, and go to her next event. If you guys are looking for a singer, reach out to her and tell her I sent you. Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
Thank you.